Hello and welcome to Administration Wise. In this video, we will continue our UGC NET JRF PYQ pointer series, and this is set 7 for this series. So without any further delay, let us quickly start with very first pointer, that is the North Code Travelling Report recommended for. First one is recruitment by open competition. Second one is establishment of Civil Services Commission, and the third recommendation is the promotion by merit system. Next one is about Whitley Council, which was set up in the year 1919, consists of total 54 members, and the chairman should belong to the official side and the vice chairman should belong to the staff side, and the chairman of the council is the head of the Home Civil Services. Next point is about Fulton Committee, which recommended for the establishment of new Civil Services Department and the establishment of planning unit in each of these departments. Civil Services College was established at United Kingdom in year 1967 on the recommendation of Fulton Committee only. Ban on the political activities of the higher civil services was imposed on the recommendation of Masterman Committee report. Parliamentary Commissioner was set up in the year 1967. Amphitheatre. It is a concept related to Parliamentary Commissioner. The term Development Administration is coined by the thinker U.L. Goswami. The father of Development Administration is जॉर्ज गैंट. एक बुक आई थी डेवलपमेंट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कंसेप्ट गोल्स एंड मेथड्स के नाम से, जिसे लिखा था जॉर्ज गैंट ने, हु इज आल्सो नोन एज द फादर ऑफ डेवलपमेंट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. Factors responsible for emergence of the development administration are emergence of new independent developing countries, search for new administrative models due to the failure of Western models. These are the two factors which were responsible for emergence of development administration. डेवलपमेंट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इज द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इन द पुअर कंट्रीज, ऐसा कहना था इरविंग स्वेडलो का. पाई पेडनेकर का एक स्टेटमेंट है, डेवलपमेंट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इज द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ प्लान्ड चेंज. डेवलपमेंट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एक प्लान्ड चेंज का एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है, ये स्टेटमेंट है पाई पेडनेकर का. एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ डेवलपमेंट means the administration of the programs and schemes for the development process. Development administration is change oriented, goal oriented and the client oriented, is of temporal dimension and innovativeness. Greater equality and people participation are the key in the contemporary development approaches. Next point is the trends in the contemporary development administration is given by Arvind Singhal. 4 P's that was given by Donald C. Stone about this very concept of development administration are plan, policy, program and purpose. फ्रांस में प्रेसिडेंट का टेन्योर कितना होता है? It is of 5 year only. The office of president falls vacant in France, then the president of Senate will perform his duty. Sale of the office. It is a system prevalent in France. Top civil servants in France were also known as horse class officials. Civil servants in France can contest election and can come back to their post after serving in the elected representative. Court of Cassation, ये alternate नाम है ordinary court का. The disputes between ordinary court and administrative court were to be settled by court of conflict. The French system of administrative law is also known as droit administratif. The lowest unit of French local government is called commune. The constitution of Japan has not been amended so far. आज तक कोई भी amendment इसमें नहीं किया गया है जापान के constitution में. National Personnel Authority is the central personnel agency in Japan, established in the year 1949 under the provision of National Public Service Law of 1947. It is an autonomous body independent of Diet and the cabinet, and in India the commission known as UPSC and the Ministry of Personnel is very much similar to this, the National Personnel Authority of Japan. Characteristic of developmental undertaking, it is aggregate investment to wholly made of government, financed by annual appropriation from the treasury, and the permanent staff is from civil servant. W.A. Robson का एक statement है, public cooperation is most important invention of the 20th century in the sphere of government institutions. RBI, DVC, Indian Airline Corporation are some of the public corporation of the central government, and these are totally owned by state, created by special law of the legislature, and this special statute defines its objectives, power, duties, as well as privileges. A government company has most of the feature of private limited company, and it is either wholly owned by the government or about 51% of the capital stock should be owned by the government, and the executive need to not to seek the approval of the legislature for the purpose. लंका सुंदरम, इन्होंने गवर्नमेंट कंपनीज को एन इम्पेरियम इन द इम्पेरियो कहा था, जिसका मतलब है अ स्मॉल किंगडम विद इन अ किंगडम. Ashok Chanda called the government company as a fraud on the Companies Act and on the Constitution of India. Public Corporation Control Board Commission are the example of public enterprises. Private company, its formation requires a minimum of 2 shareholders, and its shareholders' right to transfer its share is restricted, and its max number of shareholders cannot be more than a number of 50. Every administrative act has its financial implication either in creating a charge on the treasury or making a contribution to it. It is a statement of LD White. Lloyd George ने गवर्नमेंट इज फाइनेंस नाम का स्टेटमेंट दिया था. रूल ऑफ लैप्स इन बजट रिफ्लेक्ट दैट बजट शुड बी ऑन द एनुअल बेसिस. द टर्म परफॉर्मेंस बजटिंग इज coined by Hoover Commission and was introduced by Truman, and in India introduced by first ARC. Zero-based budgeting is introduced in USA by Jimmy Carter, and in India it was firstly introduced in the Department of Science and Technology, DOST, Science and Technology. Article 112 of the Indian Constitution refers to the budget as the annual financial statement. Railway budget was separated from general budget on the recommendation of Ackworth Committee. Child expenditure on Consolidated Fund of India includes the allowance of the President, salaries and allowance of the judges and the judges of the Supreme Court, administrative expense of the Supreme Court, CAG and UPSC, etc. Appropriation bill and annual report of the ministries are documents presented in with the budget. Standing committee system was introduced in the year 1993. Economic cut reduces the amount if demand by the specific amount. Vote on account is granted for 2 months of the period, passed after general discussion on the budget, and advance grant to meet the expenditure during the period of passing the appropriation bill. Vote of credit is also known as the blank check. Integrated financial advisor is introduced firstly in the Ministry of Shipping and Transport. Under Article 113, procedure in the Parliament with respect to estimates is mentioned. Under Article 114, no demand for grant shall be made except on the recommendation of President. Under Article 117, money bill introduced only on the recommendation of President and not to be introduced in Rajya Sabha. It should only be introduced in Lok Sabha. Under Article 265, no tax shall be levied or collected except by the authority. System of budget started in the year 1860. Financial administration was centralized in the year 1870, and the RBI was established in the year 1935. ये सारे years. Indian Audit and Account Department was established in 1753. P में स्कीम ऑफ 2015 पूछा गया एक बार. आयुष्मान भारत वाज रिकमेंडेड बाय यूनियन हेल्थ पॉलिसी 2017 एंड क्रिएटेड 1.5 lakh centers. PM ग्राम सड़क योजना was started on 25th December 2000. Atal Pension Yojana was started on the date 9th May 2015. PM Adarsh Gram Yojana is applicable to the villages having more than 50% of the SC population. Scheduled caste के पॉपुलेशन कम से कम 50% से ज्यादा होना चाहिए वहां के पॉपुलेशन से. उन्नत ज्योति बाय अफोर्डेबल एलईडी इज एस्टेब्लिश्ड ऑन द डेट 1 May 2015. चेयरमैन ऑफ नेशनल कमीशन मिशन अथॉरिटी ऑफ नेशनल मिशन फॉर एम्पावरमेंट ऑफ वुमेन इज प्राइम मिनिस्टर. राष्ट्रीय महिला कोष was set up in the year 1993 under the Ministry of Women and Child Development. Extends microfinance services to bring about the socio-economic empowerment of women, poor women basically. Central Adoption Resource Authority was set up to promote domestic adoption and regulate inter-country adoption in the country registered in the year 1919, and recognizes and renews the Indian placement agencies on the accredited bodies for processing inter-country adoption cases. Food and Nutrition Board was set up in the year 1964 under the Ministry of Food, and Planning Commission recognized it is as one of the key players to mitigate the nutritional level of the country. National Commission for Safai Karmcharis, a state body constituted in the year 1994 for the first time, constituted according to the provision of National Commission for Safai Karmcharis Act 1993, and this commission continued and remained in force till February 2004 when the relevant act was expired. Babu Jagjeevan Ram Foundation was established in the year 2008 to spread the ideology and philosophy of life and mission of Babu Jagjeevan Ram, to collect, acquire, maintain and preserve the personal papers and the other historical papers content related to Babu Jagjeevan Ram, to encourage and promote the study and research work on his life and work. National Commission for Minority Educational Institutions was established in the year 2004. Union Minister of Minority Affairs is ex officio chairman of the Central Waqf Council. National Council for Older Person includes the Minister of State for Social Justice and Empowerment, and the oldest member of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha will be its member and the regional representative of the 5 state governments. National Social Assistance Program was set up in the year 1995. According to Wayne Vesey, features of social welfare, इसमें क्या क्या आता है? To strengthen and support the family of as basic social institution, for strengthening the individual capacity to deal with his life situations. Justice in society was to be attained by division of labor according to natural aptitude is the statement of Plato. Durgabai Deshmukh was the first chairman of Central Social Welfare Board, established in the year 1953, obtained the legal status in the year 1969, and it introduced the scheme of Family Counseling Center in the year 1983. Ministry of Social Justice and Welfare was set up in the year 1985. And by this point, we came to an end of video. Please keep supporting and subscribe to the channel for further more updates.